Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Sunday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, as you can see, we're going to be looking at every version of Mer Man I have in my collection from a variety of different brands, of course, from Funko Pops to the vintage line right here, to the CGI. I also have a Mondo version of Mer Man, to minifigures, and can't forget about the Origins line, variety of right here, more Funko, and MasterVerse, and Turtles of Grayskull, right there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, we are getting another version of Mer Man coming very soon from the MasterVerse line, from the new Eternia line, a line that I absolutely love. One of my number one, lines to come out so far in the MasterVerse line. All right, but also I hope you guys are also enjoying San Diego Comic-Con and all the new reveals in the Master Universe line. I'm looking forward to the crossover with the Thundercats, the Serpent's Lair, all the new reveals. I think out of all the new reveals that came out, I'm looking forward to getting Panther from the Masters line. That Horde Trooper looks absolutely amazing, and Roboto. I think Roboto looks like awesome. Awesome. Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope everyone hits that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit the notification bell when you upload new videos, and please, please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at Mer Man. Now, we'll do this variety of different parts. Part 1 would be mostly Origins line and Vintage, and Part 2, or maybe Part 3, we'll do MasterVerse and the other figures I have for Mer Man. Now, a couple other things. I just got notification that my cartoon collection Too Bad has been shipped out. So hopefully within a week or so, we'll be unboxing that very cool version of Too Bad. And I hope if you did purchase him online, that you also got that notification. So keep an eye on your email, because hopefully you got that notification too. And also, real fast, I customized my own version of King Grayskull here with a variety of different figures here. Of course, with that Splinter Skull, I took the cape right here from Splinter Skull. This head right here is from that deluxe King Grayskull from MasterVerse. The harness right here, or the armor, is from that same Splinter. Of course, there's that sword right there. And the body is, you can use, Clam Champ, you can use Sun Man, and, even the boots right there is the same as the Splinter. I just popped the feet off, and I just put these boots instead right here. But very cool. And that's what I love about the Origins line, how easy you can customize these figures to create, that's why hopefully we will get a retail version of King Grayskull. But right now, look at that. That's what I love about the Origins and the Masters line, is how easy you can customize these figures. All right. All right, now without further ado, let's take a look at Mer Man. I'm gonna pause real fast, and we're gonna focus on the Origins line. Okay, so hang on, guys. All right, everybody, here we go. Now, once again, like I said, I hope you all have been enjoying San Diego Comic-Con and all the reveals from all the brands. Now, not just Masters of the Universe, but any other brand that you love to collect, like G.I. Joe, Thundercats, Star Wars. You name it. Any anime you love to collect, and I hope you've really been enjoying, and I hope you've been able to pre-order everything you need for your collections. But first off, for Mer Man, we got to look at the vintage version right here. He's kind of beat up, but you can't beat the classics right here. This version of Mer Man here. He has that spring-loaded attack feature right there. The face sculpt looks amazing. I mean, everything about this Mer Man is awesome, awesome. I'm happy to have him in my collection right here. Very, very cool. And what version of Mer Man do you like the most? I mean, from any brand, from any of the lines, from, of course, Vintage to the Classics line to the 2000X version, Mondo, I mean, Origins, Turtles of Grayskull, I mean, even the cartoon collection. It might be even a Super 7 version that came out with Mer Man. But there is the Vintage version of Mer Man right there. All right. Of course, the next one we have to look at is the Lords of Power. The original Lords of Power version of Mer Man was part of that 5-pack, was that PowerCon released back in 2020, I think. But there he is. Now, we did get a single-carded version of Mer Man. And the one thing I have to say about doing these videos of all these I look back, really, it gives me an idea of who I still need in my collection, loose in my collection. I do need a few Merman in my collection that I still need loose in my collection. So this kind of helps me, reminds me. It gives me a checklist of what I need and don't need loose in my collection. But beautiful Merman right there. And he's slightly different from his retail release that came out back in 2021. Right there. I love the backdrop right there. It looks awesome. Of course, we got the standard version of Merman, which is pretty much, a tribute to the 80s version right here. Here's the card back right here. Put it right here. Right there. Give you a little tribute. That's what the whole Origins line does. Is, with more articulation, gives you more of a tribute of this amazing figure for all the figures, Origins. And it was so popular, and so that we got a re-release not too long ago from the fan favorite line, which I do have that version right there. It's the same exact version. It's just, slightly different packaging from this Merman. You see the fan favorite version right there. It's unpunched. I believe you can find these at Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth or any online stores, or even at your local Walmart or Target if you check it out. If you have a store that does retail or Masters of the Universe. But the packaging is slightly different from its original version. In the fan favorite line, you can see the sword is shown, where this one, in the original packaging, it's been packaged in the back, right there. But the same exact figure, there's no difference. Alright. Moving on with the Merman, one of Skeletor's top henchmen, in my opinion. He's out of the way here. Alright. Of course, we got this version, which is the re-release, or the single-carded release of the Lords of Power Merman. And it's, like I said, I'm going to put it right next to this version of Merman. And it's slightly different. The armor has a little bit darker yellow tone to the armor. You can see in the briefs from the original Lords of Power version, you see the bubbles or the detail, where this version does not have that. Okay, almost exactly the same head sculpt right there. I'm sorry, guys, back it up just a little bit. They're slightly different. Not much. Like this has, like I said, has a more of a metallic, a little bit brighter yellow in the face right there, in the yellow around the face, where this one has a more of an orange, a darker yellow orange to it. Okay, same feet sculpt from both versions right there. And this version right here, like I said, I still need a loose version, and I hope if the fan favorite continues, I really do hope that we will get a re-release of this version of Mer Man, because I still need him in my collection, my loose collection. Alright, but there you go. Moving right along here. Now we got just two, let's look at some classics versions of Mer Man, thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics. Okay. Get these out of the way here. Alright, so there were two versions of Mer Man in classics. Okay. Here we go. The first one came out in 2009. I've got to say thank you again to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics for this amazing book here. There he is. There's old Mer Man right there. It came with that same it came with a Lords of Power head sculpt. Of course, his vintage style, sword and trident right there. There he is, front to back and side to side. And a little fun factoid right there. I will pause the video so you can watch that. Alright. Then he was re-released. The Turtles of Grayskull, the Masters of the Universe, even the Thundercats were not really the first, crossover that the Masters of the Universe did. And they did a crossover event in classics with the DC Universe. And Mer Man, of course, was teamed up or had a verse with Aquaman right there. So there's that Aquaman, Mer Man crossover right there, or verse packaging right there, 2-pack, beautiful. And there's old Mer Man right there. It came out a year later, which a much more lighter blue tone than we've known. I have that version of this version of Mer Man in my Funko Pop collection. I don't think that's the mini comic book version in the as far as the skin tone. Let me know in the comments below if that blue tone is his mini comic book version or just a different color variant of Mer Man. You can see the different style of the sword right there. It's the same one from this one here. It's just, you know, it's got the blue paint in the middle, right there. But beautiful artwork right there. Great display right there. I love that. All right. All right. Moving on with my other collections of Mer Man. Of course, we just got that cartoon collection version of Mer Man right here. There he is in the packaging right there. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite versions of Mer Man. They like with all the cartoon collection figures, you know. And I'm looking forward to getting Ram Man and Manny Faces, you know, She-Ra. The one thing about She-Ra, the 40th anniversary of She-Ra, when I was looking at the photos online at the convention, I feel like her knees have those big bulkier knees to me, and not the slender, you know, re-released knees, you know, they did with the female characters. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the camera itself. And I mean, I can do a closer look at She-Ra. But still, I'm looking forward to getting another. As you know, me and my history with She-Ra, and how many like versions of She-Ra I have boxed. And I finally got my loose version of her, of the vintage in my retail collection, or my single carded collection of She-Ra. So, but I'm still looking forward to getting her again, you know, and Hordak, the cartoon collection, you know, version of Hordak, you know, proper Hordak, and all the other versions that come out very soon. But like I said, Mer Man right there, I mean, an awesome character right here. And like I said, they've captured the look of the Filmation style cartoon on these figures here, with the face sculpts, you know, the weapons of choice, you know, of items of choice from that show right there. You got the Master Universe logo here. You got the gray skull from Filmation right there. There's old Mer Man himself right there. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful right there. Of course, I have them protected. If you're curious about this, you know, I've got these nose lean cases, these protective cases for my packaging, or for my my carded my box set here. You know, because they're unpunched. And what's nice about these, you know, I'm not being sponsored, but you know, about this company. But if they hear about it, you know, if you want to sponsor me, hey, I'm down. But these are nice, you know, protective. They protect your card bag very nicely. If you are a full completionist and full, like, you know, unpunched, you know, complete, these, you know, give you, you know, if you want to, you know, right there, if you want to wish to, you know, mount, you know, or hang your figures up, or however you wish to display them, that's up to you. But they're dust free, you know, to keep everything safe and secure. Right there. But amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright. And finally today, guys, we're going to finish it up today. We'll get some of these figures back up here as we end the video. We're going to look at his Turtles of Grayskull version. Put the other one up here. Let's see here. Like that. Like that. We have this version of a very, very hard to find, I'm hearing. I mean, I hope you've been able to find this version of Mer Man. This is a Walmart exclusive Mer Man. And I like this look a little bit better than his tail, his mutated look here. A full mutated look here with the tail right there. I do like this because I like the, you know, just the paint job, the, you know, the legs look great. I don't know, there's something about the translucent, you know, paint or plastic on these on these Turtles of Grayskull figures. But he looks awesome. Awesome. Of course, he's got that same trident we just saw from the cartoon collection. His sword right there, a different variant of sword. But very cool. Very, very cool. Alright. Of course, I had to leave out my Mondo figure. And we'll look at him, you know, probably last, you know, in more detail. Probably at part 2, or maybe if I have to do part 3. Also, if I do get anything new, you know, for the channel, that Beast Man hopefully will be here soon. I'm hoping. Maybe I'll get a big surprise, and that Too Bad figure might pop up and show up out of nowhere. Also, I would check Walmart.com. Don't forget that WalmartCon happened at the same time as San Diego Comic-Con, and I was very surprised when I went online just to see what happened, and I clicked in Master Universe Origins, and the first thing that popped up was that new red Horde Trooper mini pack that came up, and it was available for pre-order. So, you know, check that out too if you are needing a more of an army builder for your horde and stuff like that. So keep an eye on that. All right. And you know what? Real quick, guys, before we sign off today, I'm on my way, you know, to watch the new Deadpool Wolverine movie. I hope you guys have a chance to watch it. I'm hearing some good things. I can't wait to watch it and have some fun. Let's look at some Funko Pops here. You know, like let's look at one Funko Pop here. Let's do this one here. So here's one of my Mer Man Funko Pops here. It's got the Crimson Pearl. I think this was the same that from that episode where Tila was trying to find out who her parents were, you know, where she came from, and find out in that same episode that the sorceress is Tila's mother. And so I think this was the same from this, you know, the same spear and the Crimson Pearl that, you know, they used. I think they were trying to make a sacrifice or something. He was trying to make a sacrifice to the gods or something. I can't really remember. I do remember it was that Tila episode and finding out that sorceress was her mother. But great detail right there, a Funko right there. Of course, we're getting a couple new Funko Pops coming very soon. Part of that new Funko Pop video game is going to be happening very soon, and Master of the Universe is going to be a part of that game, by the way. I forgot to mention about that Mondo version of Scareglow and that new horse of his, Scareglare or Scaremare. I mean, absolutely beautiful. I mean, wow. If you are a Mondo collector, I mean, that is a must, an absolute must to have in your collection. I mean, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I'm curious if it does glow in the dark. Let me know. Let me know. Like, you know, my Mondo collection is very small, but I'm very proud of it. I only have 3 figures, but, you know, like, I have Faker, Mer Man, and He-Man, and that's it. But it's a small collection, but I'm proud of it, you know. So, but there you go, guys. There's a look at some of my Mer Man. Tomorrow we'll look at some more, you know, more of the 2000X line. Maybe there's a 2000, you know, CGI, MasterVerse, you name it, guys. All right. So, thank you once again, guys. I want to say this. I want to say thank you guys for joining me, guys, today, guys. Thank you for all my subscribers today, guys, for joining me today. All right. Of course, hit that notification bell when you know upload new videos. Okay. Tomorrow, like I said, we'll look at some more Mer Man in the collection. All right. And I hope you guys have been enjoying your weekend and enjoying San Diego Comic-Con. All right. So I hope you guys have a great Saturday. I'm sorry, great Sunday. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care. And have a good one, everybody.